on the left. So hello guys, welcome back to Emperor Showdown Invitational Asian Pro Scrims. So we are back again here at Emperor Showdown Scrims, where players meet their talent and there are good gameplay as well as strategy and intense battle. So the game has started for game one today. So let's see where are the players currently situated and what is their gaming strategy for game one of Emperor Showdown. As you can see, the players situated in the Pyre region as well as Standoff, Nuclear Plant, and Sakura. So we are expecting an intense battle today, as yesterday was kind of a stringent for all the players, as there were a lot of battles in which teams were not completely wiped at one go, but they had losses of one or two of their participants, and they had to regain their strength and had to push back till they have got their loot in order to obtain a certain competitive advantage. So let's see to what is the strategy today. The teams today are gonna take in hand to attain victory in game one of Emperor Showdown. So as we see, there's 5 more seconds to start the game, and let's see from which place to where the flight path is gonna be. And as you can see, the flight path is from downtown to Sakura. This provides an option for the participants from different clans to disembark in different areas or to depart to different areas, and they can collect their initial loot with much ease when compared to a flight path which is situated to more to the left or the right. But this is kind of towards the center, proving it is much more helpful for the teams to gain their initial loot. So as you can see, some of the teams are departed towards the Pyre region. No, I think it's towards Nuketown. There are 3 teams going to Harbor, and there's some teams in 2 teams in Black Market, as well as 2 teams going to Sanitarium, and 2 teams in Farm. So I'm guessing the first fight is going to take place in Harbor. So let's go to Harbor. So F1. So let's go to Harbor, and there you guys have it. In Harbor, it is kind of a situation where the teams some of the teams from Harbor just fled. Wicked Esports, Apar was there, but he fled from the situation and does not want to take part because his teammates are in downtown securing their loot. So let's go to Nuketown also and see what situation. And there guys have it. Tia Smith takes down EG Underpub, and TH Chapancho takes down Tia Smith, and HR Crusher takes down CBD Death Crush, and HR the Death Crusher takes down CBD Death Crush, and the kill is confirmed. So that was an OP fight from the part of HR said, as well as the opponent teams. And I think Ace takes down ARC, and Ultron ARC takes down Wild, and Cyrus ARC takes down Dave, and CBD DK takes down as a Crusher, and as a Papu OP takes on CBD Houdini, and Haven snipes down Low B, and CBD DK comes and takes down as a Dark Side, and Houdini is down, and CBD DK's kill is confirmed. CBD Nirvana jumps in action and takes down as a Papu OP, and Siroji Boss Whitey takes down Low Crick and Whitey, and Siroji Sneaky is taken down by 1 player, and as a Papu OP takes down CBD DK, Haven takes down Low K, and Lex is down by Siroji Boss, and Cyrus takes down Ace Viper. And they guys have it as an OP fight from the part of Cyrus, Ace, as well as Wild, and the MLARZ snipes down Ace Zealots. So I'm guessing Ace is wiped right there. So from the battle between Ace and ARZ, we have ARZ as victors. And in case of HSN and CBD, I'm guessing CBD had the upper hand right there by taking down HSZ. So HSZ will have to back down from the fight currently in order to regain back their strength. So as you can see, from up until now, the teams are more for pushing towards an initial battle. So we had a battle where the three clans were engaged together. There was a Low, there was HSZ, there was CBD, there was Ace, there was for more of an initial push or a fight right there, guys. So GG's to all the teams which were proofing for an initial battle, because I'm guessing that the teams believe that initial battles are the best time to take down opponents, but because they are much more they don't have that much of a loot for their initial takedown, for their initial gameplay. So that can help them to take on a more of a fight when compared to a fully equipped team. So let's go back to the map and see what's the situation right now. As you can see, the teams are currently at a very good pace, whereas all the teams are currently very far away from each other. And the teams in Harbour has dominated them, and the Newtown teams are also dominated. And we are seeing, let's go to 11. I'm heading to 11. I'm guessing a fight is going to take place in I1. So let's go to I1, I1, I1. And there you guys have it. None other than BJP Nightmare and BJP Shadow right there. But they're not engaging in it. They are engaging in a fight. What is this? Are there two teams for BJP? This is a BJP Vanguard. It's like a BJP versus BJP right there for you guys. BJP Nightmare just fled the situation and is going right straight towards the water. But he's followed by BJP Vanguard, who's going right behind him in a snowboard. And you guys have it. BJP Nightmare is right there in the water, waiting for Vanguard to come. He's swimming down. But you guys have it. BJP Shenshu takes down BJP Nightmare and he's then and dusted. But hey, I think he's still there. His team is still left with one more player. That no, I'm not guessing. No, I thought they had one more player left. Yeah, they still have. They have BJP Shadow who's left, but BJP Shadow is going back for the tag of BJP Nightmare. But it's not that easy to take as it's not a place where you can take the tags easily because it's under the water. But for the case of BJP Shadow, he's going in an antelope that it's pretty short up. It's burning actually. He had to flood the situation. That was mere luck when compared to BJP Shadow because it was like a 4v1 situation where the four people had shot down the vehicle to a bad situation right there. But BJP Shadow was able to flee the situation, but he is still in nuclear plant. So it's much better not to pursue a fight right now because it's like BJP versus BJP where both teams are very much qualified, and Shenshu is in the search for Nightmare and he's in the search for Shadow. And they guys have it. Shadow is cornered right there for you guys. But Shadow takes down BJP Shenshu before going out, and he's not out till he's followed by Vanguard and his team. It will be a much bit. I think let's have it. BJP Killer takes down BJP Shadow, and the team is wiped. TZ Users in the meantime takes down NXT Com. So NXT Com is down. So let's go to NXT Com and team, and the kill is confirmed. So it's like NXT versus RTZ right here for guys. And like in the case of RTZ, they are also currently equipped and ready for battle. So they are actually battling it out in the diner region, and it's currently sown out. I think it's have it. NXT Codex takes down RTZ Storm, and Momo takes down NXT Codex. So it's like a 3v2 situation, right? Where just a correct in the meantime takes down CG Intensify, and CG Intensify is down and dusted. And you guys have it. The fight in the diner is taking a big toll on both the teams because as both teams are sown out. And for the case of NXG, they're left with only two more players. That's NXG Purple Whitey and NXT Hydra. And the guys have it is NXT Hydra Purple Whitey versus RTZ. And he's taken down, but he's still shooting his battle as till RTZ. User is right there, and RTZ Hacker is down. And User is the person who's left in to battle it out with NXT Purple Whitey. But it'll be much advices for it to jump down, and they guys have it. But User is right there waiting at us, and they guys have it. RTZ Momo is done, but he's followed by RTZ Storm right there. And they have it. Artisan Storm is also down. That's all the performance on the part of NXG. And Artisan is just left with one more player, that Artisan User is. But in the case of NXG, it's much more advised that they head towards the zone because it's not advisable to survive in such a pretty much bad situation right there. But for the case of NXG Artisan User, he's left with 35 bars of health, so it's much advisable for him also to go to the zone, then come back for the tags. But when you go to the map, the zone is quite far away, and it is not possible for him to go back and come to secure the tags of his teammates. So it's going to be a 1v situation for him. But let's see what kind of a strategy he's going to take in order to ensure his team survival as well as his. So let's see. So GG's to NXT is showing that kind of a good battle experience right there in Diner. So let's see. As you can see, from a total of 68 players, we have 42 left, and Johnny comes into action, taking on BJP Shenshu. And then Chasa Crusher takes on Kuja, Emily as it takes on EG Anubhav. And the super performance as the Dark Side takes on BJP Vagabond. And earlier Vagabond and team just went into action by taking down, wiping their own clans, so that's BJP Nightmare and Shadow. But now they are engaged against Johnny and his team. So let's see. EG is only left with one more player. That's EG Chamancho. So it's like a two player situation where one of his teammates are down. So he will have to handle the whole situation by himself right there. And in case of it's a Z team, they are currently near towards they were near towards the teams of BJP. So they'll have to make their way out of the situation to ensure their survival right there for you guys. So in the case of ARZ, they are also finished with their fight as of now, and according to their perspective, they'll have to build their loot once more to survive till the very last end of the zone, and they are currently moving in more inland towards the zone to catch a better position in the battlefield. And as you can see, the teams are quite occupied and ready to set their level of gameplay and set their level of strategy in the battlefield. So as you can see, Altroneas are scanning the area of a black market to see whether they are quite near to anyone, and they just have it. Karma takes now as a crusher. Johnny jumps into action, taking on Manraj ENT, and that's a performance that's between the HR's head and ENT right there. And let's go to ENT and team. Karma ENT jumps into action, taking down one of the players, and FPS Grid takes down Johnny. XPR in the meantime is injected, is engaged in the fight with Gain. Matt Fallen takes down XPR Aman. XPR Templar takes down Matt Fallen from Gain. Matt Fallen's kill is confirmed, and Matt and Mighty jumps into action, taking down XPR Templar. And Matt and Mighty is downed by XPR Luna. Whitey and Gain is wiped from the part of XBR versus Gain. As for the case of HRZ still has one more player active, that is none other than HRZ Papu OP. So HRZ was a team that engaged in an initial fight at the beginning of the game itself, but right now they are only left with one more player, so he will have to strive to secure the tags of his teammates, but he's running straight onto XBR right there, who just got over with a fight with Marion Whitey and team that's from Gain. So he will have to, have to skip that part to go for more of a team securing plan rather than an engagement right there. But their tags are quite near, and you can see he got the tags of Crusher as well as Dark Side. Let's see whether he'll go back to secure the tags of Johnny or not. But he's currently pretty much shot up. Oh my god, that was an OP performance on the part of Papu OP. Guys, you should have seen that, because he had jumped across a mountain and he was FNJ locked. He jumped out of the bike in midair, and that was like a Mission Impossible movie. So GG's to that. That's as a Papu OP for that. So very nice performance, bro. So as you can see, for the total of 68 players, we have 31 members active and going inside the battlefield. So let's see what strategy the final teams are going to take not to ensure the survival. With 18 seconds left, we can see that just as Crusher and Darkseid is going to return back to battle within no time. But for the tags of Johnny, let's wait and see whether he will go back for it or not. And as you can see, some of the teams like Siroji Gravity as well as OGBS is not engaging the fights. Karma ENT jumps into action, taking down XBR Adi 9, and that was OP shot from the part of Karma ENT, because I always see him as a very good sniper. And they just have it. He jumps right in action to Luna Whitey, and XBR Luna Whitey is down. So for the case of XBR, they are left with two more players. That's none other than XBR Templar and XBR Aman right there. But right next to ENT, there is also Zero-G Gravity Zero. That's Zero Gravity. So it's like a 3-way fight right there. But XP Templar and team is currently in a very bad position, because they have just got engaged by Zero-G Gravity. Oh my god, that's an OP shot from the part of Karma. ENT taking down the heaven from the part of Zero-G Gravity. But they are currently cornered, and they just have it. Zero-G Gravity is also taken down by the sniper of Karma, and FPS Grid is also sniping down the players as well. So Zero-G Gravity as well as XBR is facing an issue right there, because as you can see, Karma and team, that's the ENT and team, has a very big advantage of a position right there, because it's a very good position to snipe down, because they are on top of a mountain and they can get easy access or view towards an area which is much more below to their level or the ground level. So as you can see, Zero-G Gravity is just left with one more player. So that's all about Call of Duty right here, because just seconds back they were fully equipped with the 4 members active, but within a few seconds they are left to just one member. So it's all about ensuring you're surviving and taking the right strategy. And as you can see, Zero-G Gravity is not wiped. They still have Boss White, one of their best players, active. So I am guessing that he's gonna go back for their tags and push the team towards victory. And they just have it. Goat Pro and Sneaky are back in action. But for the case of Heaven's tag, I'm not pretty sure. They have still not picked up the tags of Heaven. So let's see. And ENT is pushing right towards the positions of HRZ and team. And there you guys have it. ENT was HRZ and XP Raman. He takes on Zero-G, Boss Whitey, and Boss Whitey is down. So why there's not a fight going on between ENT as well as HSN? And you guys have it, ENT to Karma jumps into action for taking on the members of XBR, HSN, so sorry. Mantra GAD takes down HSN Dark Side, and I'm guessing that Karma will jump right towards the fight with one of the players of HSN, such as a Crusher right there. Oh my god, thank god that was not a nade popped by HSZ, because if that was a nade popped by HSZ, that will be a sure knock for Karma right here. And they just have it, the Reaper and Kevin right. My god, is that Hive? Hive has also joined the fight, so it's like a 3v fight right there for you guys in downtown. It's like Karma and team, there's ENT and team, HSZ and team, and also Hive. Oh my god, EG and Pau just got knocked out of the zone. So downtown is proved to be a very much a big of a situation right here, because Ultron AS at the right meantime takes down XBR, come on, and he's knocked out. Mantra GNT was taken down by OGPH Texty using his Arctic. But I hope that is not, yeah, it is an Arctic, but I'm guessing it's not an exotic one, so it's easy for him to pick up his teammate. And thing is, have it. EG Anubhav is also knocked out outside the zone. He's dead and dusted. And the members of ENT is pushing towards the top side, but they are currently encountered by the members of OGPH who are trying to snipe them down. So as you can see, the members of Hive XB Raman is also there. Hive, OGPH, HSZ, and Hive and ENT are currently situated in downtown region. And NXT Purple White jumps into action, taking down the Zero-G Gravity Sticky. And for the case of OGPH, I think Karma has spotted OGPH from ENT, and they just have it. He's trying to snipe down Texty, his bullets are flying into Hive, and that is OP for a shot from the part of Karma. He takes down OGPH, Texty, and HSZ Papu OP takes down XBR on the 9, and Hive Mom is taken down by Mantraj ENT, and HSZ Papu OP takes down XBR on the 9, and FPS Grid ENT takes down HSZ Papu OP. OP performs the part of HSZ, ENT as well as OGPH right here, so guys. So it's like a joint fight right now, and Hive Kevin jumps back to take down HSZ Cluster. It's a tough situation for HSZ right here for you guys, because two of the players are currently down, and it'll be a very hard time for them to ensure the survival in this situation right there. And XPR Templar was right there. He missed the shots of Karma ENT. So let's see. Some of the players are joining towards downtown for the fight, and XPR Templar takes down Hive Kebev, and Hive Kebev is down. And they guys have it. It's a kind of a situation that proves to be pretty stringent from all the teams right there. And NXT is also making their way towards downtown. And they have it. OGPH Rudra takes down RTZ, Useress, and Hive and NXT, the teams of Hive and NXT. And they guys have it. ARZ has also joined the fight. This is gonna be a fight of the century, guys. NXT Hyderabad takes down GOD God Boss, and NXT Purple White takes down Hive Chantu. And Great ENT takes down NXT Hydra, and NXT Comet also takes down NXT Codex is also down from the spot of FPS Great. NXT Luna White takes down OGPH to Texty, and Rudra got knocked out of the zone. OP OP performance on the part of ENT, as I said, and all the remaining teams right here. Ultron Jemison actually taking down OGB's Bloom, and EG Chamacho takes down OGB's Thor. Ultron takes down OGB's Thor, and skill has got found, leaving only 8 more players active with the battle zone right there for you guys. It's kind of an open zone right here, and ARC is right there waiting for the takedown, and they just have it. Ultron takes down Karma from ENT, leaving only 2 more players left for ENT. That's Manraj and FPS Grid. So it's like 4 players are active from the part of ARZ, 1 player from the part of EG, and 2 players from the part of ENT. So it's like a 4v1v2 situation right there. And there you guys have it. ARZ is pushing as much as I can towards ENT and T. And Manraj and FPS on Grid is pushing as far as they can from the teams of ARZ. I think they're focusing on more of a long-range fight right there for you guys. And OP performance the part of both the teams, because both these teams are taking a lot of cover right there to ensure survival right there. And they guys have it. The fight has taken place, and Cyrus knocks down Manraj, ENT, and the kill is confirmed by Nova Kyaz. And but for the case of Grid, he was taken down by EG Chamancho, who was under the water. So that is an OP performance part of EG Chamancho, was hiding under the water all this time, hiding from ARZ as well as ENT. And you guys have the smokes are popped, and EG Chamancho jumps back in water, and he's taken down by Ultron, and ARZ takes the victory for game 1 of Emperor Showdown. So ARZ was always consistent. That's what I found very interesting in them. So as they always have an area of departure, where area of boarding. So not area of boarding, in the area where they go and take down the initial loot, that is like Newtown. So their initial fight was with Ace, and by wiping Ace, they moved further inland, gaining their resources, building their team in a very slow process. But at least slow is better because they took the time to develop. And they made it until they were able to they gain all the loot as they can. Then they engaged in a more of a sniper battle with a lot of teams of OGPH as well as HRZ. And then they started picking up one of the members one by one to ensure the victory. So GG's to ARZ. So if the middle position is taken by Ultron ARZ with 6 kills, second position we have Zyrax with 4, and third we have Emil with 3 kills, and fourth we have FaZe with 0. OP performance on the part of ARZ and its members. Now going by the rest of the results, we can see the second position is by EG, with EG Chamacho with 4 kills and Anubhav with 0. Third position we have Karma ENT with 5, God Ghost with 0, Manraj with 5, and FPS Grid with 5. GG's to ENT as well as EG as well as ARZ for securing the third, second, and the first position. And the fourth position goes to OGBH Sexy with 0, Thor with 1, Bloom with 2, and Rudra with 1. Fifth to 0 G Gravity, GoPro with 1, Heaven with 3, Boss Whitey with 2, and Sneaky with 0. Sixth position to RTZ, Users with 1, Storm with 0, Hacker with 0, and Momo with 1. Seventh position to NXT, Rudra Whitey with 1, Purple Whitey with 5, Kodak with 0, and Com with 1. Eighth position to Adi9 with 1, Aman with 1, Kepler with 3, and Luna Whitey with 2. Ninth position to HRZ Darkseid with 3, Join with 3, HRZ Papu OP with 3, HRZ Crusher with 4. 10th position we have Hive Reaper with 0, Kebe with 1, Mom with 0, and Chandu with 0. 11th position we have Game Man and Whitey with 1, Injector, Man Injector with 0, and Matt Column with 1. 12th position we have Karbuja with 0, Killer with 1, Shenshu with 1, and Vagabond with 0. 13th position we have Vicky Exposed Reika with 0, Apar with 1, Captain with 0, and Insanity with 1. 14th position we have CG God King with 0, Spirit with 0, Drowser with 1, and Intensify with 2. 15th position we have BGP Shadow with 0, and BGP Nightmare with 0. 16th position we have Zenith with 0, Wide with 0, and Viper with 0, and They with 0. 17th position we have Low B with 0, and Excel with 0, Kraken YT with 1, Kane YT with 0. 18th position we have Nirvana's with 0, Houdini with 0, and Death Crush with 0, and TK with 2. And 19th position we have TR Smith 69 with 1. Open performance from all the teams as well as participants. So we have an end for game 1 right here. So within a few minutes, we'll have the beginning for game 2. So until then, I'll be back within just a break of 5 minutes. So have your coffee, get powered up, get your reflexes ready to see an intense gameplay right here on Emperor Showdown Invitational 8 Pro Scrims. So we'll be back in a few minutes, so stay tuned. So guys, we are back again for game two of Emperor's Showdown Invitational post Scrims right here. So in game one, we could have we saw that AR said took the victory and OP performance was shown from their part, where they met strategy, gameplay, and intense teamwork together. So we are back at game two. So let's see which team is gonna dominate to the very last end and take the victors for game two of Emperor's Showdown. Invitational Asian Tour Scrims right here for you guys, and which of teams are going to show that intense gameplay where they are in the most toughest of situation where they balance accuracy to the very last end. With two more players are still reviewing the results. So we'll begin the game within a few seconds right now. And there you guys have it. The game has kick-started with 48 seconds left to start the game. We are seeing the players are situated in farm, nuclear plant, Sakura, and also launch base. I hope my voice is clear. So there is some issue with my headset today. I don't know what. So as you can see, these teams are quite prepared right there. So it is the primary duty of all these players will be to gain their initial loot and then to push towards victory as fast as possible. So let's see what kind of strategy they are gonna take to ensure their victory in the game. One minute, guys. And as you can see, the flight has already kickstarted. And there are a lot of teams that who are currently situated got out of the flight. Teams going straight towards countdown, and the flight passes from Sakura towards the downtown region. And teams going towards overground as well as they are teams situated going right towards different parts of the map. As you can see, the initial areas like Kill House, Countdown, Crash, and Overground, and Ski Towers currently safe for the teams right there who was doing right there. But as for the different teams, there are a lot of teams going towards the downtown, radar base, black market region. Let's see what kind of a strategy they are going to take to ensure their survival right there. As you can see, there are two teams in Black Market as well as two teams in Harbor. So let's go to Black Market and see what kind of strategy they are gonna take. So in Black Market, I think it's having the first fight has taken. The CBD Nirvana takes down Zed, and Sid is down and that's it from the part of CBD Nirvana. So OP performance for that. So in case of Sipadi Nirvana, they are in the harbor area. Not harbor, they are also in black market. So sorry for that. So they are in black market, and they are followed by HRZ. I'm guessing HRZ, and HRZ Houdini. Dark side is also down, and that's from the part of CBD Houdini. It's like a 2v4 situation right here where have to bat it out with HRZ and team. Johnny is right there trying to gain as much as distance as they can, but Johnny is being surrounded from all sides from their teams, and Johnny is taken down. And I'm guessing that HRZ is done on this dead. As for the case of XPR the comes and takes down EG Chamacho, and EG Chamacho is down. OP performs the part of XPR right there. And some teams are actually pushing their way towards further inland to gain their victory, to gain their initial loot as fast as possible. I'm sorry, guys. There has been a little bit of a confusion right here. Sorry, guys, I'm back. XBR Aman comes and jumps in and actually take the one of the players, the opponent players. From the case of EG, they're only left with one more player, that EG Wolf, for their action. And for the case of HRZ. I'm guessing that HRZ just got wiped. HRZ is not left with any more players. For the total of 63 players, we have 58 remaining in action. So as you can see, all the other teams are quite full with action and quite full with power and performance right here for guys. I think it's Habit Suruji Siki considers actually one of the players, and Siki was taken out by Lobby Dexel, and Lobby JJ is also down, and Suruji Lion Boy is also down by Lob, and Cricket White is taken down by Sneaky, and Dexel is taken down by Suruji Fade. So I'm guessing that LOB is wiped. Yeah, I guess that LOB is wiped, and yes, that is true. They were taken down by Zero G Gravity. So we have a total of 54 players left in action in the battlefield, and the teams that are making their way towards Dock. Wiki Esports is making their way towards Dock right here. So I'm guessing they need a bit of a more loot to ensure their survival. As you can see, I'm sorry for that. HRZ was not wiped. They still have two players left. That is Seth and HRZ Omega. But HRZ Omega is in a very tough position right there because he has been sitting there right there for a long time for the tags of his teammates. But he's running straight towards a trap. And there guys have it. HRZ Omega takes the tags. NXT Purple Whitey just actually taking down XPR RD9. And as for the case of Sid, it was taken down by CB Nirvana. PGP Shenshu is also taken down. Shenshu takes on NXT Hydra Whitey. XBR Luna Whitey tips are actually taken on NXT Purple Whitey, and NXT Purple Whitey is downed. So I think yes, NXT is wiped for the part of XBR. As for the case of Gain also got into a fight with someone, but Gain took down one of the players before ending the fight, but they are currently very much near to Hive right here, and they just have it. Pratham from the team of Gay takes down one of the players, and God Ghost takes down Hive Reaper, and Pratham is taken out from the part of CBD DK, and they just have their Gate has put down their medical boxes, med boxes to regain their health as possible. Hive Chandu uses as Samaras to take down God Ghost. OP performance to Hive Chandu for that. He also uses the save to take down Karma ENT. My God, OP from the part of Hive Chandu right here for guys. But ENT is right there waiting against Marion. Marion has just got to the roof, but he just got out as fast as possible. XPR Luna White takes one of the players as fast as he could, and that was OP performance from the part of XPR. As you can see, Marion is still making his way towards the roof of the building because he wants to have more of advantage of height to ensure his fight with his opponent teams, and Hive has made his way right towards Gain right there. And as for the case of Karma ENT, it's a kill here that he can easily confirm. And there you guys have it. Hive is left with only one more player, that's Hive Mom. And Hive Mom and Chandu is right there with Kevin, and the members of Gain are running right towards them. And Majector knocks down Hive Mom is down. And Chandu is very much low on health, and he's taken down by Marion Whitey and Marion team pushing as much as against Hive, and Hive Kevin was also down, and Hive just got wiped to OP performance on the part of Gain. They just took a fight with ENT and as well as Hive, and ENT is left with only one more player, that's Manraj ENT. Manraj ENT just came back for the tags. I'm guessing that he took the tags. No, and it is a big no. He was not able to take the tags. He just was able to drive his way out of the situation. He will have to come back for the tags. But isn't he coming back for the tags? Yeah, he just got the tag of Karma right here. But he was unable to take the tags of God Ghost as well as FPS Grid ENT. I'm sorry, he got the tags of FPS Grid ENT. He did not get the tags of God Ghost. So God Ghost will have to wait it out this game. Oh, there's a chance for him to go by. Let's wait and see. Wicked Esports Insanity takes down HRZ Omega right there for guys. OP performance from the part of Wicked Esports Insanity right there. And but for the case of Mandraj E8, he's going right towards EG Chamancho right there. EG Chamancho is routing outpost, but there's going to be a fight between Mandraj ENT as well as EG Chamancho. Let's wait and see. But I'm guessing that that is a big no. I'm guessing that Mandraj ENT wants to go back for the tags of God Ghost, but he's going straight towards a position of where he will have to face a lot of firepower from the part of Gain. But let's see whether he'll be able to take those tags or not. And there you guys have it. Mandraji 80 just went on towards Gain, and it will be much advisable for him to head out of that region as fast as possible. But I'm guessing that Gain is following. Yes, Gain is following Mandraj behind them, and he does not want to let go of his guard, so he's running as fast as is good to gain as much as distance from Gain, so that they can survive the last leg of his fight right there. So OP performance from that part. So we have a total of 46 players left and active in this game, in this team, and FPS Grid knocked down Sid, but they lost one of their players before going, and that is Karma. Karma is knocked down, and Sid was taken down by FPS Grid right there. So it is much advisable for Mandraj to rejoin his team to ensure their total survival. Yes, guys. So they EAT and the team are right back in their helicopters and choppers to lead their way towards a new position where they could fight their way back to victory as soon as possible. But they are left short with one player as they lost one of their players. The fight with the Hive and Gain. So it was really a big target for them, big of an issue for them to settle for a fight right now. So with a total of 46 players left, they'll have to push more to inland for a victory, and they are efficiently locked. And it will be much advisable for them to jump out as fast as possible, and they does the same. They jumps out right towards the positions of overground. Heat. I'm sorry, guys, Heat. But I still don't know who FHA'd the choppers of END and team. But let's wait and watch. In the meantime, there's a fight that's taken on by Gain Marriott YT. He's typing as fast as he's good towards his enemy teams, towards his opponents. So none of the teams have yet engaged in a fight for a long time because we still have 46 players left in the battlefield. So let's see. So when we go towards the areas of heat, there's two teams at CG as well as Ace. So CG God King takes down Ace Wild right here for guys. And at the same time, ARZ is also making their way towards Ace, the teams of A right there. OGB's Blues types down RT sets. Snicks is also down. And CG Intensify and team are waiting right there to make their shot as possible. But his shots are missed towards CG Trosser, who's also waiting right there to snipe. And that was an OP shot from the part of Mandraj. And CG Trosser was taken down with much ease right there. And they put down their smokes to take down their opponents as fast as possible. And CG Spirit and his teammate jump towards the action to take up, to regain, to revive Trosser as fast as possible. In the meantime, Adi9 takes over Wicked Esports Insanity, and Adi9 was taken down by Captain from Wicked Esports. So God King and team of CG are actually making their way out of there, and BGP Shenshu, in the meantime, takes down XBR, Luna, YT. As for the case of CG, they are actually moving out of that area. So I'm guessing they don't want to engage in a fight right now. I'm guessing that they're still being followed. So we can expect a fight from the part of CG intensify and yeah, they guys have it. CG Dawson takes out Madraj ENT with his Arctic sniper. So they are left with only one more player. That is Dawson. That is two more players as FTS Grid as well as Karma from END. So they'll have to make their way out of there as fast as possible because EG made their way towards them to wipe the team, but their efforts were pointless because they were able to get their ways out of there as fast as possible. And in the meantime, BGB Shen shooting down Artisan Momo, and he is downed. So there's a fight that's going on between BGP as well as Arti said. So let's see what kind of a strategy the teams are gonna take in order to ensure the survival in this area in this situation right now. At the meantime, there's a fight that's going on between HRZ and ENT. It's CVD Houdini snipes out Wars and the OP performance from WhatsApp caption, and it's just a Dark Side overtakes down FPS Grid ENT, and Karma is also taken on wiping ENT, and it's just the Omega wipes the last player of ENT, it's Karma. So we have 35 players left in action in this zone. And as for the case of CG Intensify is sniping the players of HRZ from a faraway position. So I am guessing he wants to take down the players of HRZ from a long distance, kind of a warfare right there. So as you can see, the teams of Gain and CG have started their fight. So here Gain has the upper hand because they have the advantage of a position or a hill advantage or height advantage. So let's see whether CG will be able to push right towards the Gain and engage them, or whether they will depart their base for now to engage in a later on fight right here. And Siroji Faye takes down EG Wolf, and Artisan Hacker just got knocked out outside the zone. So, as you can see, the open performance on the parts of both these teams as well as the players in this battlefield. And Ultron has jumps into action, taking down EG Jamancho, and EG Anubhav is also knocked down. So, I'm guessing that EG is just got wiped. And Zero G got two jumps into action, taking down Captain. And it's an OP performance on the part of Zero G Gravity. And Johnny takes down all the players. And as you can see, CG Spirit killed the Zero G Sneaky. And Zero G Sneaky is down. But he is left with GoPro, and GoPro is wiped. So that's the OP performance part of CG right there. And there you guys have it. CG is trying to snipe ARZ, and CG Spirit is killed and takes down Wild. And ARZ is facing a lot of a bad situation right there because they're being sniped from a better position from the part of CG Intensify. And there you guys have it. BGP Shenchu is driving his bike right through that intense battle. That's what it called the point. That was an OP performance for the part of BJP and HSN Omega and team, as well as ARZ and Wicked Esports Insanity are right there. And all these teams are sniped from a hill type of position from the part of CG. So it's like a 4v position, 4v team battle right here for you guys, because all these teams are currently in a kind of stringent situation. And CBD Houdini takes down Zaira's ARZ, and Sanity takes down Zaira's ARZ, and the kill is controlled as part of Wicked Esports Insanity. For the case of CG is still in a top position. CBD Houdini takes down MLARZ, and CBD is trying to push their way towards victory as soon as possible. And Houdini also takes down Johnny, and Johnny's kills are confirmed. Nirvana takes down HRZ Darkseid. CG Trosser takes down HRZ Darkseid's kill is taken by CG Trosser. And as the case of CBD, they are trying to clear the ground as fast as possible. BGP Shensu takes down BGP Vagabond, and BGP Vagabond is down. And Houdini takes down Ultron ARC, and I'm guessing that ARZ is wiped. As for the case of CBD, they are facing a lot of firefights from the part of CG, who has been sniping for the past few minutes right here towards the players in the ground. As for the case of CBD Houdini, he's trying to return fire towards CG Intensify and team as occurred. And they just have it. Intensify got shot pretty much from the part of Houdini right there. It's just that Omega takes down BGP from the place of BGP. And for the case of CG Intensify, he runs straight towards Gate Man Fawn right here. So it will be a bad kind of situation right here for CG because they had the upper hand till now, and they just have it. CG God King was killed from the part of Victory Sports Insanity, and Drossa was taken down by CBD Houdini, leaving only one more player active in the battlefield as CG Spirit. Omega comes in action, taking down Victory Sports Insanity. So we have 5 more teams left in the battlefield, and they guys have it. It's no big performance from part of CG as well as CBD, and CG is actually taking down Gain, Mad Eye on Whitey, and Gain is left with 2 more players, and Mad Fowler is also down. So they are leaving only 1 more player left. Mad Injector takes down CBD Nirvana. Mad Whitey's kill is confirmed, and Mad Injector was taken down by CBD DK, and Nirvana's kill was also confirmed part of CBD. As you can see, there's 9 players left in the map right now with CG, as I said, OGBH, and CBD. CBD is left with the full team right here, and the CG is trying to make their way towards CBD right here for you guys. So CG, I don't know what kind of a strategy CG is going to take on right now. And things have it. HS and Omega was waiting right there for CG Intensify, and CG Intensify was taken down by HS and Omega. And as for the case of CG, they're left with only 1 more player, that's CG Spirit. But Omega takes down CBD Houdini, and CBD Houdini was also taken down. And that's no performance on part of HS and Omega because he's waiting in the right position to take down the players as fast as possible. And there you guys have it. CG Spirit is pretty much shot out, but OGBH is waiting right there to take on the members at the brink of the zone right here. So CG Spirit is running straight towards the members of OGBH. With 7 players left, we have 2 players from 1 player from CG, 1 player from HSA, 2 from OGBH, and 3 from CBD. The fight that's going on between CBDDK as well as HRZ right here, and CBDDK takes down HRZ Omega. And as for the case of OGBH, OGBH is running straight towards an actor right here. And as for CG Spirit is waiting right there to take on OGBH as fast as possible. They're popping in cluster days as fast as possible, but it's not much pointless as both these teams are quite far away from both teams. As for the case of CG, he's waiting. He's kind of in the middle of a firefight between OGBH as well as CBD. So the moment he steps out, he'll have to engage in a fight that is kind of a similar situation. Right? Oh my God! Did CG win that fight? My God, I thought that the fight between CG as well as CVD and OGBS is gonna be a final fight right here. But though the CG Spirit OP performance, bro, because he waited to the very last second to get that fight over between CBD as well as OGBH. As soon as that fight got over, CG Spirit was waiting for the right moment. He jumped into action, taking down the last player of CBD and shot the victory for CG. So GG to CG Spirit, that's what he called proper planning, proper strategy. And CG Spirit is in the MVP position with 3 kills. We have Drossa with 3 kills and God King with 1 kill and Intensify with 1 kill. Just guys, apart from the talk about strategy and stuff, that's what you call planning. So GG, shout out to CG Spirit. I repeat, CG Spirit for such an OP performance to the very last end. So let's go back to the rest of the results. The second position we have CBD in the Death Crush 2 with 2 kills, Nirvana with 4, Houdini with 7, and TK with 4. Third position we have OGBH Bloon with 1, Thor with 0, Rudra with 1, and XT with 3. Fourth position we have HSZ Darkseid with 1, Sid with 0, HSZ Omega with 7, and Johnny with 1. Fifth position we have Gale Man and Whitey with 1, Manfallen with 2, Advantage Injector with 2, and Pradhan with 0. Sixth position we have Wicked Esports and Chatty with 5, Captain with 2, Shinshu with 4, and Watson with 2. Seventh position we have Arjon Ayazan with 1, Emil Ayazan with 0, and Zyrus Ayazan with 0, and FaZe Ayazan with 0. Eighth position we have BJP Killer with 0, Vagabond with 0, 9th position with 0, Jim GoPro with 2, Fade with 3, Lion Boy with 1, and Sneaky with 1. 10th position we have Vile with 0, Dave with 0, 11th position we have EG Edible with 0, Wolf with 0, and Zamancho with 1. 12th position we have Artisan Snakes with 0, Storm with 0, and Momo 3 with 0, and Hacker with 0. 13th position we have Karma ENT with 0, God Ghost with 1, Ivan Raj with 0, and FPS Grid with 1. 14th position we have XPR, Adi9 with 4. Aman with 1, Templar with 0, and Luna White with 4. 15th position, we have Hive Reaper with 0, Akebe with 0, Mom with 0, and Chandra with 2. So in 16th position, we have NXT Hydra White with 0, Purple Whitey with 2, Com with 0, and Goddess with 0. 17th position, we have Lord Flame OP with 0, Kraken Whitey with 0, Lob JJ with 0, and Nexel with 1. GG's to all those participants in Game 2 of Emperor Showdown Asian Invitational Pro Scrims right here. So this is the end for Game 2. Tomorrow we'll be back again with Emperor Showdown. So this is your Saints Gaming signing off with Simone. Tomorrow we'll be back with an OP performance. So till then, stay tuned to Emperor's Esport for more feedback, for more updates from, or not feedback, more updates from Emperor Showdown. So till then, good night and peace out.